What's up, everybody? It's time for today's lunchtime football card review. Let's get into a quick recap of yesterday's games, starting off with the early morning overseas game in London between the Jets and the Broncos. Every game overseas so far has been a close one, and yesterday the Broncos slid by with this one. It was all thanks to their defense, who played really well against the Jets. They held Fields to only 45 passing yards, and they had 9 sacks on him for the game. As for Bo Nix and the Broncos offense, they looked better in the first half than they did in the second. Bo Nix didn't look comfortable out there at all yesterday and only had 49 passing yards in the second half with 0 touchdowns. Broncos defense fought hard in the end to secure the 13-11 win over the Jets. Cowboys versus the Panthers. The Cowboys defense is so trash this year, it seems like it's going to be a shootout against every team. Rico Dowdle kept his promise to the Cowboys and he went off. He was effective in both the run and passing game, putting up big numbers for the Panthers offense. Dak Prescott and George Pickens went off for the Cowboys, but the run game wasn't talking about nothing all game. Bryce Young and the Panthers just keep improving each week. If their defense can get a little better in pass coverage, they'll be even better divisional contenders. They currently sit second in the NFC South. Panthers beat the Cowboys 30-27. Browns versus the Steelers. This was an AFC North division battle. This game started out boring and all field goals. Then Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers broke the seal and scored first. From there, it was all Steelers the rest of the way. Browns defense just couldn't make up for the bad offense that was being played. Pittsburgh was the better team on the day by far, winning this one 23-9. Chargers versus the Dolphins. This game was close like I expected. Miami keeps showing improvement even with the absence of Tyreek Hill. They are still able to make big plays, but the Chargers defense was the Dolphins' biggest problem yesterday. Dolphins tried to put up a good fight in the end, but the Chargers offense just wanted it more. They took the game with a walk-off field goal 29-27. Patriots versus the Saints. Drake May put up another great performance yesterday. Patriots offense is playing together very well. The O-line, they protected May yesterday like no other, and he was only sacked 1 time. The Saints put up some pretty good efforts to try to make this a game. Spencer Rattler played a lot better, but in the end, it just wasn't enough. Patriots win their second straight on the road, 25-19. Rams versus the Ravens. Rams went to Baltimore yesterday and they had their way with them. This was another week with another poor performance by the Ravens. Although the Rams didn't put up huge numbers on offense and didn't score a lot of points, the defense played lights out and held Baltimore to only 3 points. Derrick Henry put up some huge numbers yesterday, but nothing came of it. Rams win 17-3. Cardinals versus the Colts. This was a back and forth game and it was good, no doubt. Although Kyler Murray was out for the Cardinals this week, Jacoby Brissett, he came to play. He put up some really good numbers and helped the Cardinals stay in the game all day long. At the end of the day, Daniel Jones and the Colts just didn't feel like losing. Jonathan Taylor had another big game and so did Tyler Warren. Their defense got some stops in the end, which helped them finish off the Cardinals 31-27. Jags versus the Seahawks. To me, this game was all Seahawks. The Jags, they didn't play as good as most people probably thought they would have, and I kind of expected it. Jags couldn't really get nothing going with their run game. Trevor Lawrence was sacked 7 times by the Seahawks defense. Overall, the Jags offense couldn't do much yesterday. Their defense tried their best to stop the Seahawks, but JSN and Sam Darnold were tearing them up. Seahawks remain undefeated on the road. The Titans versus the Raiders. Titans couldn't buy Cam Ward time to throw the ball even if it was available for purchase. They lost Calvin really earlier in the game, but I don't think it would have mattered anyways because they played ugly all day long, allowing Ward to be sacked 6 times. The Raiders quarterback, Geno Smith, he didn't look too good out there either. To put it simple, it was a matchup between 2 of the worst teams in the NFL right now. Raiders win 20-10. Bucks versus Niners. The Bucks showed the injury-riddled Niners no mercy. This game started off looking like it was going to be a pretty good matchup. Mac Jones and Kendrick Bourne looked just like last week, putting up some big numbers. Bucks defense shut down the 49ers run game and stayed on Mac Jones' back all day, bringing in 6 sacks and 2 interceptions. The Niners defense couldn't do nothing with Baker Mayfield. Tampa Bay advances to be 5-1. Bengals versus the Packers. This game right here was better than expected. Joe Flacco got his first start for the Bengals. His numbers wasn't that great, but the offense ran way better than what Jake Browning was producing. Bengals defense struggled and losing